And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. First carry down for Alex Collins. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
On first, they go right back to Collins. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here we go. 3-19. Gone.
Now Jackson on second down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Grant. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Set. Blue landed.
Here's a first down run with Collins. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Watching now, Barney. Now let's go. Blue landed.
On second down, here's Jackson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. In for the score. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down, Owens. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Owens. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. Inside the 40.
Missed.
He will not go down. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 47 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw. Owens. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation, because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Owens. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here, because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They run with Collins. There goes Alex Collins. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the... And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them, not easily done.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Looking to throw. Owens. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a second down. Here's Richardson. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Owens. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Here's Jones. Gets around him. Now he opts for the spin. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd down, Collins. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run forward with Collins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Owens. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. And
he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Right back to him on first down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw on second down. Owens firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Owens. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down. To throw on second down, Owens. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner? What do you mean, with an exclamation mark? Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that? Ampersand? I like it. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive. And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in. But they told us they've got confidence. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Owens. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. This is Collins on the handoff. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action. Now Jackson. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes it's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And now out comes Minnesota. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On first down, Owens. It's complete to Diggs. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, Owens. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Flex round! Flex round!
Operating from the gun, Owens. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Flex round! Flex round!
On 3rd down, Owens. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, nice move. And now he spins free. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Jackson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Jackson. Complete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
And a loose football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Owens. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. C.J. Mosley in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Off the play fake. Owens. Steps away. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him and keep him warm?
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They pitch it out to Collins. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Jackson to throw on second down. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
They go play action with Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
The Ravens on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Here's Jackson operating from the gun. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And Tucker's kick right there, it's good, but hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The roughing the kicker called on fourth down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Drops it underneath for Collins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
319. 319.
On 1st and goal, Collins. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I.
3-19.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And out now come the Vikings. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first and 10, Owens. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the gun, Owens. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The Vikings on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun, Owens. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play for the Vikings on third down. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Here we go. What? None. What? None.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ohio! Ohio!
To throw again. Owens. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Owens. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Gun!
Now Jackson looking to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline?
He's got a man complete. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They run. This is Scarborough. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
to throw on third down. Owens. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Jones on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Detroit! Detroit! We got three, fellas. We got three.
They go again with Collins. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 11.
3 down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Fielded at the 33. He will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
Nearly a huge return. As it is, still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And again, it's Collins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss will drop them to 4.